Your fears are their vantage point. And that's why we live in the world that we live in today. What is she talking about? Think about it. You go to a job that underpays you, breaking your back. Not all of America works in offices. So, yeah, in corporate America, you get paid a little bit more, but you're selling your soul. But what about the people who are sitting down there in the factories, who are breaking their backs, doing the jobs that they're doing, making like $15 an hour? We all know that that labor should be way more than $15 an hour, but they're exploiting you. And you're doing all this so that you can afford the rent or the mortgage that you pay, which is double what you make. So you got to work hard. You have to have a partner. You get what I'm saying? Your rent is fucking anywhere between 1,500 to 2,500. Why? So they're overcharging you for a dwelling space. Food is overcharged. Gas is overcharged. But they made you feel like you need them. Mind you, these businesses would not exist if they didn't need workers. But you were the worker. You feel insignificant, but how can you be insignificant? You feel like you're just one of 7 billion. No, baby, you make up the 7 billion. There wouldn't be a 7 billion if you weren't a part of it. This is literally your world. And we've allowed these people to exploit us for so long. Whoever thinks to come together, like, we'll be like, oh my gosh, did you see what this mortgage company did? This is how they fucking ruined a whole bunch of Black people. But we won't say, let's just bankrupt that mortgage company. Nobody pay your bills to that mortgage company. If that's how they gonna do people, we're not gonna deal with them. They sit up here and tell you things like, oh, depending on what your credit score look like and your APR, that's how you gonna get a home. They're telling you this costs this much, but I'm gonna add interest to it because I need you to pay me, and I need you to pay me a lot of money. See, we've been talking about the APR and everything like that, but let's just be clear. They're just adding on extra money because they can or because they need it. They see your desperation to have a dwelling spot. They see your desperation to have a fucking reliable vehicle because these are things that are built into our society. We need these things in order to survive. And they know that. So they decided, let me take advantage of it. Let me take all your money as much as I can. And somebody has said that this is okay. So we know that the price of cars shouldn't cost as much as they do anyway. We know the price of homes shouldn't cost as much as they do anyway. So all this shit is inflated onto you. Let's just stop calling it fucking inflation. This is money extra that you have to pay. You have to pay the extra money. We got to pay the extra dollar. And we're still paying it. Why? Why? If apartment complexes around the world decided, I'm not paying my fucking rent for the next 2-3 months, for the rest of the year, I promise you they would lower the rent. They're not going to kick you all out of America. What they going? If a whole city, let's say, you got to do a big city of Los Angeles, all decided, I am tired of rent being this expensive. New York, I am tired of this rent being this expensive. If you're telling me there are more police officers and military and cops that can pull everybody out these homes, when they pull them out the homes, what they going to do with them? Put them on the streets? Put them in jail? What's going to happen to the buildings that aren't getting paid for? The system is set up to make you feel insignificant and to make you feel afraid so that you can follow along. But the reality is, if you stop working at these big corporations, if you stop working at Target's distribution center and stop working at the stores, Target would fall. We see what happens when you stop shopping there. What do you think happens on the other side? And y'all not thinking that. Y'all not thinking they don't just need us for consumership. They need us for labor. We run this world. Regular people run this world. But we have given the power to the rich because they exploit our fears. That's their vantage point. When we learn how to come together and stop being divided over stupid shit, we could take our world back.